Hello, everyone, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we're welcoming Mr. Richard Macklin. He is a firefighter engineer with Ventura County Fire Department, station number 32 here in Ventura County. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Glad to be with you. Welcome to Fire Station 32.
Very good. As a firefighter with more than 30 years experience, from what I understand, with Ventura County Fire, you have a lot of experience and this is extensive. Tell us more about how things have developed since COVID-19 and what has changed for many of the firefighters and those working behind the front lines during COVID-19.
Well, it's a whole new world here. I think firefighters really understand that they are a link in the chain in stopping this virus. And we want to break that chain every day. The first thing that I do when I come into the fire station is I go through a wellness check. My temperature's taken, I fill out a documentation and it's sent to headquarters. And I do that every 8 hours. So I work a 24-hour shift along with my fellow firefighters here. And we do it 3 times a day. And that's the first thing that I do.
So that's a big change from previous, working in the station.
Right, but it's a lot bigger than that. Every bureau in our agency does this exact same thing. They clean surfaces every day. It's 3 times a day for cleaning surfaces. Of course, we're wearing our masks and we're social distancing. This is kind of like a house, a living environment. And so when we eat dinner, we are 10 feet away from each other. It's not like it used to be. So it really is a world of change. Yeah.
Okay. So how has the Ventura County Fire Department been responding to many of the medical calls and the services that you do handle? How has that changed for the department?
Well, we're going to ask a lot more questions even during dispatch. The dispatchers are going to ask you a few questions with regard to the COVID-19 virus while we're en route. It's not going to, we're going to be dispatched and they're going to update the information as we get on scene. You might see us not rush right into your house right away. We're going to put on the new PPE that we wear. We're going to maybe ask you to come out and get in the open air, not go into your house. And if you're not able to do that, we might just send one firefighter in, paramedic in to attend to you and just let us know what's going on with you prior to everybody committing, just to keep the social distance at your home.
Okay. So that is a big difference. Normally you would have several people go in at once. Now it's been changed.
Correct. And we're wearing these hospital procedure gowns and we've got to get those on before we go in. So we're there to help. We're responding as quickly as we normally have. It's just we're putting on a lot more PPE.
Yeah. So tell us about that equipment. Is that a standard procedure now? Every time you go out, you do that?
So if we get updates that the patient is either COVID positive or has COVID symptoms, we do protect ourselves and we wear these new, this not too new to us. We've always had them on the fire engine, but we'd only use them for like communicable diseases and maybe childbirth, emergency childbirth, that sort of thing. Now we're putting them on for COVID stuff. It's something that ties in the back. We're putting our gloves on. We're wearing new goggles that don't fog up. The department gives us great equipment, and we're fortunate to have the equipment that we have.
Okay. So what about some of the other challenges that you face once you're out in an area where you are on call and you're away from the fire station? What are some of the other challenges that you're facing right now?
Well, firefighters, we train a lot. We're a lot like the military. We train a lot. We're able to train with our crew here at the fire station. But the way we truly hone our skills is we get together. We get 2 or 3 fire engines together with the big ladder truck, and we get together and we do our job on a training ground together, and we really hone our skills. We're not really able to do that. Hopefully with this new tier that we just dropped into, we'll be able to, our leadership will allow us to do that again. Another challenge that we're dealing with is people not want to go to the hospital. We respond code 3 to your home. You're sick, maybe don't have COVID symptoms, but you have another underlying issue that you've called 911 for, and you don't want to go to the hospital because you're concerned about COVID patients there.
Okay.
Let me assure you that our local partners here in the county are doing a very good job at the hospital separating COVID patients from non-COVID patients. And so don't not go to the hospital because of that.
Okay. So you are in good hands. I mean, people should not be against going to the hospital. They are going to be treated well.
Correct. Service hasn't changed. They are very cautious there. They are doing a good job of separating now that we've been under these guidelines for over a year. So they're doing a really good job in separating patients at the hospital.
That's good to hear. That's good. How does the fire department now expect their services to change in the next few coming months, now that things are going to start opening back up and hopefully we can get to somewhat of a normal type pattern in life again?
Yeah, I think it's about how we can give more services.
Okay.
I think Chief Lorenzen and our big managers are trying to decide how can we give service better. A lot of things what we're doing is we've opened up a vaccination pod at our headquarters, at our training facility. Maybe it's a matter of instead of 300 vaccinations a day, we can do 500 vaccinations a day. I think that you might see in the next 3 or 6 months your ability to maybe come to your local neighborhood fire station and get a vaccine there. Firefighters or our local medical partners will be at fire stations and they will be able to give vaccinations at your local fire station. So that's another way to do it. But we're still providing the great service and we're looking for opportunities to provide more services is what we're trying to do.
That's great to hear. Now, for those folks out there who would like more information on more that you do at Ventura Fire, could they possibly get that information through your website?
So our website is filled with information with regard to the COVID-19 response.
Okay.
Of course, all the stuff that we deal with all the time year round, our brush fire clearance, that sort of thing. You can go to our website at vcfd.org.
Okay.
And you can find it's simple to use. We have a Twitter page. If you want to follow incidents, working incidents, you can go to our Twitter website at VCFD_PIO. And those are updated tweets about incidents that are going on right now.
Very good. Okay, well, that sounds terrific. Thank you so much, Richard Macklin of Ventura County Fire Station number 32. We are so pleased that you joined us on the program today, and thank you for sharing more about all that you're doing during COVID-19. Very important.